You ever sit there, staring at your life, wondering how you ended up feeling this stuck? Like, you did everything you were supposed to do. You worked hard. You stayed patient. You tried to stay positive. And yet something still feels off. There's this quiet frustration in the background. Like life is happening. But not for you. Maybe it shows up when you check your bank account. Or when you see someone else living the life you secretly want. Or late at night, when everything is quiet, and your mind starts asking questions you can't ignore. Why not me? Am I missing something? Is this really all there is? And here's the truth most people won't tell you. It's not that you're doing life wrong. It's that you were never taught how your inner world actually shapes your outer reality. Because everything you're experiencing right now, the opportunities, the delays, the people, the money, even the timing, it's all responding to something deeper, something invisible but incredibly powerful. Your thoughts, your words, your beliefs about what's possible for you. See, most people are trying to fix their life from the outside in. Changing jobs, chasing opportunities, forcing outcomes. But real transformation doesn't work like that. It works from the inside out. And I know that might sound simple, maybe even a little too easy. But think about it. Every decision you've ever made started as a thought. Every opportunity you recognized, or missed, came from your perception. Every relationship you've attracted reflects something within you. So what if the life you want isn't something you have to chase? What if it's something you align with? What if abundance, success, the right people, the right timing, aren't random at all, but are actually waiting for you to become the version of yourself that naturally attracts them? Because here's what changes everything: the moment you stop operating from fear, from doubt, from what if it doesn't work, and you start moving from a place of certainty, even before you see results, that's when life begins to respond differently. That's when doors open in ways you can't predict. That's when the right opportunities show up, not forced, not chased, just aligned. That's when things begin to feel almost effortless. But it starts with one decision: to stop repeating the old story and start speaking a new one into existence. Not someday, not when things get better, but now. Because the truth is, you're not waiting on life to change. Life is waiting on you to decide. You know, fear is sneaky. It doesn't always scream at you. Sometimes it whispers, quietly, in the background, while you go about your day. That little voice that says, maybe you're not ready. Maybe it's too late. Maybe you'll fail again. And it's exhausting, isn't it? Carrying that weight, thinking you have to prove yourself over and over, while watching life feel just out of reach. I want you to imagine something for a moment. Think about the last time you held yourself back from doing something you really wanted, just because of fear. Maybe it was asking for a promotion at work, starting your own business, or even just reaching out to someone you admired. Remember that pit in your stomach, that tightness in your chest? That's fear telling you your story isn't ready, that you're not enough yet. But here's the thing: fear is never about reality. Fear is about story. It's about a story you've been telling yourself for years, maybe decades. Stories that aren't even yours. Stories you picked up from school, from family, from society, from watching everyone else play it safe. And the truth is, those stories aren't helping you. They're keeping you small, stuck, waiting for permission that doesn't exist. So, how do you break free? You start by noticing it, naming it, saying, "Okay, fear, I see you, but you don't get to run my life." And then you take the tiniest step in the direction you've been avoiding. Even a small step sends a message to the universe, to your life, that you're ready to choose differently. I remember a friend in New York. She wanted to leave her corporate job to start a boutique bakery. Every day fear told her, "You can't do this. The market's too saturated. You'll fail." And she listened. For months, but one morning she just showed up in her kitchen, started baking, posted one photo online, and the first week she got orders she hadn't even imagined. The fear hadn't disappeared, But she learned something incredible. Courage doesn't mean you don't feel fear. Courage means you act anyway. And here's the bridge into the next step. Your words are like a steering wheel. The way you speak to yourself shapes what you see, what you attract, what you allow. If you wake up and mutter, "I'm too late. I'm not ready. I'll figure it out someday," the universe hears that. And it responds. Every single word you speak is a seed. And some seeds grow into the life you live. Some seeds grow into more fear. So, the question becomes, which seeds do you want to plant today? Picture this. Instead of saying, "I'm scared," what if you said, "I'm ready. I'm open. I trust the process"? You'll notice a shift immediately. In your energy, in your decisions, even in the people and opportunities that start appearing. You'll see doors opening that were invisible before, people coming into your life who match your vibration, moments that feel like perfect timing because they are. And that's the secret most people overlook. Your words are your power, not just your thoughts. Your spoken words. Because when you speak something aloud, whether to yourself, to a friend, or even in the quiet of your room, you are giving it life. You are saying, "I claim this, I allow this, I am worthy of this." And that, my friend, is how transformation begins. You ever feel like life is moving too slowly, like you've done everything right? Yet the opportunities, the breakthrough, the success, it just hasn't shown up. And then, out of nowhere, something appears. And you realize it was worth the wait. That's the magic of trusting the unseen. Timing in life is never random, even when it feels like it. I know it can be frustrating, sitting at your kitchen table in Dallas, staring at bills, wondering if your dream job or your breakthrough idea will ever land. Or maybe you're scrolling on your phone, seeing other people getting promoted, launching businesses, traveling, living the life you want, and asking, "Why not me?" Here's the thing, the universe, your life, is not a mistake. It's orchestrating the perfect timing, often in ways you can't see yet. That delay, that waiting, that quiet pause. It's not punishment. It's preparation. It's lining up everything so that when the moment comes, you're ready to receive it fully, without resistance, without self-doubt, without being underprepared. I remember a client in Chicago who wanted to move into real estate investment. She tried on her own for years, pushing deals that weren't right, feeling frustrated, almost ready to give up. Then one morning, she let go of the timeline, focused on learning and connecting with mentors instead of forcing deals. And within 6 months, the perfect investment opportunity fell into her lap, one she could never have planned or manufactured herself. That's the power of trusting unseen timing. When you align with the flow instead of wrestling against it. And that leads to something just as important, becoming an energetic match for what you desire. Because here's the truth. The universe doesn't just deliver opportunities to anyone. It delivers them to those who are ready to receive them, who are vibrating at the same frequency as what they want. Energy attracts, like energy. If you're constantly worried, stressed, doubting yourself, or focusing on lack, that's exactly what you'll keep attracting. But if you can shift your inner state, your thoughts, your feelings, your confidence, you start to resonate with abundance naturally. Think about it like tuning a radio. You can't just play any station and hope for smooth jazz to come out. You have to dial in the exact frequency. The same goes for life. Your energy has to match what you want to attract. That could mean letting go of old resentment, stopping comparison with others, or creating daily habits that make you feel abundant, confident, and open to receiving. A simple example, a friend in Seattle wanted to start a small tech consulting business. Every morning she would take 10 minutes just to visualize herself working with the clients she dreamed of, really feeling the energy of success, the gratitude, the confidence. She wasn't just wishing, she was tuning her vibration to the life she wanted. Within months, clients started finding her, referrals came effortlessly, and she realized the business she had dreamed of wasn't something she had to chase. It was something she had become ready to receive. So trust the unseen. Believe that timing is not random. Prepare your heart, your mind, and your energy to align with abundance. Because when you do, doors open, people show up, and opportunities flow in a way that feels almost miraculous. But it's not luck, it's alignment. And here's where it starts to click. The moment you let go of forcing outcomes and start matching your energy to the life you want, the universe can actually work with you instead of against you. You begin to see signs, synchronicities, and small confirmations that reassure you you're on the right path. And that's where real transformation begins. Now, let's talk about attracting the right people and opportunities. Not by chasing them, not by begging, not by overthinking, but by becoming a magnet. You see, life responds to your energy. When you're vibrating at the frequency of what you truly desire, the people, opportunities, and situations that align with that energy naturally gravitate toward you. Think about your closest friends or colleagues for a second. Why do you click with some people immediately while others feel off? Its energy. You attract what resonates with you. The same principle applies to your career, your finances, your relationships, your dreams. You don't have to force connections. You have to become the version of yourself that deserves, recognizes, and can hold the energy of what you want. Imagine someone in Los Angeles who wanted to launch a creative agency. At first, she was sending cold emails, hustling nonstop, trying to push doors open, and she was exhausted. But when she shifted her focus inward, raising her confidence, refining her skills, visualizing the type of clients she wanted to serve, things started to change. The right clients began reaching out to her. Partnerships formed naturally. Suddenly, it felt like the universe was pulling opportunities to her instead of her constantly pushing to make things happen. That's the power of becoming a magnet. And it all starts with your energy. How you feel, the way you carry yourself, even the subtle thoughts you allow to linger in your mind. If you're constantly anxious, doubting, or resisting, you'll attract the same. But if you cultivate clarity, confidence, and a sense of worthiness, that energy draws the right people in like moths to a flame. Which leads us to living in quiet certainty, trusting yourself without needing external validation. Because here's the thing, life will always throw opinions, judgments, and obstacles your way. And if you depend on other people to tell you you're on the right path, you'll be tossed around like a leaf in the wind. True alignment comes from inner conviction, knowing who you are, what you want, and that you deserve it, without needing a stamp of approval from anyone else. Think of it like driving on an open highway in Chicago at sunset. You don't need someone in the passenger seat telling you which lane to be in. You just trust your instincts. You watch the road, and you steer with confidence. That same confidence in your inner guidance allows you to navigate life's twists and turns with grace. Opportunities appear, people show up, and decisions become clear, not because you control everything, but because your energy is aligned, your focus is sharp, and your belief in yourself is unshakable. When you combine magnetic energy with quiet certainty, you create a life where abundance flows naturally. You stop chasing. You stop forcing. You stop worrying about timing or outcomes, and in that space miracles happen. Synchronicities show up, doors open, and life begins to feel almost effortless, because your energy has called it in. And now, this is the perfect place to anchor a powerful daily practice. A declaration of your worth, your alignment, and your readiness to receive. Repeat this, feel it, believe it. I am a magnet for abundance, opportunities, and the people who lift me higher. Everything I desire is drawn to me effortlessly. Say it slowly. Let it sink in. Let it change the energy around you. This is where your transformation truly begins.